In this video, you'll see what objectiF RPM has to offer for the development of requirements in large agile projects and for organizing and keeping track of things amidst complexity. Analysis of stakeholder goals has led to the creation of two epics. These are automatically stored in the program backlog. The program backlog is a central steering mechanism in an agile program. It's subdivided into categories for storing and organizing the large number of backlog items created over time. The backlog view can also be filtered. That's of course not yet necessary with only two epics, but there will certainly be more in the future. In addition to being able to add epics in the context of a goal diagram, it's also possible to add new epics directly in the backlog. Right now, I'm only going to specify a name, Epic 3. Here it's also possible to establish relationships to stakeholders, or, even more specifically, to stakeholder goals. I can also establish how important the epic is by evaluating its priority, stability, and commitment. Let's say that the new epic isn't relevant to any of the current domains and that it's going to be realized later through a separate component in the solution. In order to manage the requirements for this component, which are derived from Epic 3, I'll create a new domain in the objectiF RPM repository. The template makes this very easy by providing a pattern to complete the action. The command is located here in the topic bar. Just specify where, what level, the domain should be created, and provide a name. I'll use the suggestion domain C. We've now defined a place for the feature requirements derived from Epic 3. Deriving is quite easy. In the context menu of Epic 3, choose Requirement, Derive. Specify the target folder for the derivation. Select the stereotype for the derived requirement, feature requirement, and then provide a name for the first feature requirement, feature C1. And again for feature C2, and feature C3. I'll leave it at that. Here are the new feature requirements. When I select one, a shadow appears in the epics category. This tells me that the corresponding epic is to be found here. And the other way around, when I click on the epic, the category with the feature requirements is highlighted. The little green arrows show me that there's a derive relationship between epic and feature requirements. In the course of the program, feature requirements are refined. To do this, in the context menu of feature C1, select Requirement, Refine. Specify the target directory for the user stories and select the corresponding stereotype. And now I can create the user stories. I'll name them Feature C1 User Story 1, Feature C1 User Story 2, and Feature C1 User Story 3. Are there dependencies between features? Are the derived features and their refinements complete? Do the requirements adequately represent the wishes of stakeholders, customers, and users? A requirements diagram can help answer these questions. When a new feature domain is added, such a diagram is automatically created. It's very easy to visualize the developed requirements here. Simply drag features from the backlog into the diagram. Add identified dependencies. If necessary, visualize the context of a feature and trace the path it took to creation. It's also possible to visualize stakeholder interests. And, in case you're working with personas, that is, imaginary archetypal users, you can also add these to the diagram and visualize their needs in relation to requirements. You can also easily share diagrams with stakeholders to get feedback. And how does requirements traceability look up to this point? A preconfigured analysis provides some answers in just a few clicks.